Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dominion Online. It's game 2 of my Season 56 League match against aabir, not sure. Um, Lost game 1. Really didn't see any of the stuff that was going on in that kingdom. What's going on in this kingdom? Okay, so we have buys here. Stonemason, insanely fast pileouts. Capitalism. Never played with it, but it would make stuff like Swindler and Horse Traders playable without spending an action if you wanted. We have lots of gains from Stonemason, Falconer, Slay, Armory, Duplicate, Specialist. For draw, I see Slay and Swamp Shacks. For villages, we have Inn and Swamp Shacks. Buys and gains, I think I mentioned already. Attacks, I mean, there's Swindler. I don't see any reason not to play Swindler, and you usually don't need an excuse. Oh, I have a 5-2. Well, opening Slay is probably fine, right? And there's a lot of cards here with multiple types, no? Swindler, all the blue cards. Anything else? Oh, if you bought Capitalism, then it wouldn't make a difference. It would be the same cards that have... Like, it would make Swindler into an action treasure, but it's already an action treasure attack, so... I mean, Falconer, what do you want to gain a lot of that costs 4? Swamp Shacks? Duplicate? You want some Horse Traders? You want some Slays? Falconer should be fine. Oh, Shelters. Is that relevant somehow? It makes Swindler worse. What happened? Opponent bought Capitalism already. Really? What? Okay. Some kind of Swindler spam, maybe? I mean, I think I want the Slay, right? Oh, horses... Nope, they're just action. They don't have horse as a type. Sure. Yeah, this way I get to play the card next turn. I think a Swindler is what I need, right? I mean, it's a little sad if it hits a Shelter. But people are buying a lot of good 2s here. And this would let me Capitalism if I wanted for Swindler? I think Specialist is probably better than that. This is giving my opponent a curse. Yes, that's what I wish to do. Right? Do I not just want a Specialist? It's like a Throne Room for 5 or a non-terminal gainer for 5. Is it possible I want in first? Maybe that does make sense, actually. Because I have all these Slays. I'm going to have trouble playing them if I don't do something about it. Falconer could gain Swamp Shacks, of course, which I plan to do eventually. Although Swamp Shacks is kind of weak with horses, I suppose. Shuffle the horses in? Why not? Let's get a Swamp Shacks this time. Continue. It's already in my hand, thank you. Horse seems okay here. Do I want to shuffle the horses in from Slay? I think probably. not is what I meant. Is that the way I played? Okay, so slay. No thanks, no thanks. It's a $4 village. Incredible. Alright, well, exciting turn. I get a Swindler. Why does stuff keep flashing black? Oh, because when it goes to my opponent's turn, it has to load a different image for Swindler because it's a treasure. I see. My duchy! Get wrecked. Oh, well. My horses! Kind of have to give me a silver, right? Unless you want to load me up with Swindlers. I see. Stonemason, Swindler, and then Capitalism, like, okay. To just let you play a million Swindlers? Like, I knew Capitalism was like Swindler spam, and I guess, yes, of course, Stonemason looks like a good part of that. I don't think that's a good deck, but I could be wrong. I think I'll just take more Swamp Shacks. I lost a Falconer, so I have less need for villages, I guess. I still have 2 Slays. And an inn, okay, and a Swindler. Maybe I don't need another village just yet. Duplicate is tempting. Yeah, okay. No way I'm trashing this now, right? Right. So, I could Stonemason overpay for something here. For 5s. That seems pretty cool. Like a Falconer and an inn? Or a Falconer and a Specialist? I could go Capitalism. Oh, my opponent bought a Fair as well. I think that's fine. Fair is good. You want... Although, is it good for your deck? You're trying to Stonemason out the Swindlers? Do you really want buys? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll Stonemason, overpay all the way for a Falconer and a Specialist. This turn kind of sucks. I'm not doing much. I may react to put a silver in hand. Like, then I could Swamp Shack's Specialist the Swindler to play it twice. That's already enough to buy a 4, which I think is fine, so... Let's just plan to play the Slay, I guess. I hit a horse. Well, definitely take a silver. Sometimes there's a decision between silver and Swindler, but opponent Swindlers are treasures, so there's really no downside to them. I'm going to play it again, I think. Like, trying to deny opponent Swindlers is cute, but they already have a lot. And I don't have that many actions to support playing a billion Swindlers yet. So let's just play it again now. Losing their Slay for, I think, an estate, right? We're not at a point in the game where Stonemason is worse than estate somehow? I don't think so. Now, Horse Traders, I'm getting attacked like all the time. So Horse Traders is free draw? But it's only drawing you like a horse traders, which I'm gonna have trouble playing, I think. I could overpay for sleighs, I guess. Just gonna take more swamp checks. These things explode if you get them to all go off. Like, once you start filling your deck with, I don't know, I guess with Swindlers I'm not gonna have maybe as many cool things as I might want. Okay, well, I'm buying a Swindler, I guess. Huh. Trash is an Necropolis. Sorry, what? Oh, I can't give them these cards. This is, I knew the Necropolis was just gone. I thought these pluses meant what do you want to give them for the Necropolis, even though I knew that's not what should happen. Give me another inn, I guess? Just shuffle all the actions in? Maybe not the sleigh. Yeah, the sleigh too. It helps swamp shacks. Alright. Specialist of horses, I assume. I have gained a duchy. Okay. Well, I'm way ahead on points. That's something. Obviously. The trick, I guess, is going to be piling out. And there's no way to make this draw again. Draw 2 cards, so I might as well just play it for the 1 card now, right? So I could buy Province here. I could overpay for Stonemasons. You don't like get a buy when you buy fair, right? No, okay. Overpay Stonemasons for what? Specialist in? Swamp Shack's Horse Trader? I feel like I'm well ahead this game. I have a bunch of duchies, but who cares? The game is not that far from piling. And I'm way ahead in points, and my deck is also sort of fine. My opponent just plays Swindlers, and that's it. I think I'll overpay for Specialist in, and then shuffle that all in. Ugh. That's not great. What did they stonemason? A copper. Okay. My duplicate has turned into an armory. I could stonemason a duchy and a swindler if I wanted. Or I could double swindler. Okay, I still have all my swamp checks for what that's worth. What did opponent do? Gains of horse traders. Okay. Turn my duchy into a swamp shacks, my swindler into a sleigh? I don't know. Swindling them twice seems fun. And buying a 5. It was a stonemason. I would love to get rid of that, and I think giving you an estate is fine. It was a horse traders. Take a swamp shacks? Those seem awful for you? Like worse than anything, right? Ah! No! Stop! I clicked the back button. I might have to edit that out. I don't know what was if there's anything embarrassing on my homepage. So if I, it doesn't apply now, but you could buy capitalism. No, you can't then play a treasure. Okay. Could overpay for stonemasons, I guess. I'm a little tempted by in, though. Even though there's not that much good in my discard pile, I don't think. Could buy duchy. Let's just... No, duchy's bad. Let's stonemason... for, like... stonemasons? That's something that ends games. Oh, my duchy. That is sad. Oh, province? That'd be pretty cool for you. No, gold. Okay. No, my turn is nothing. Stonemason for stonemasons again? That's a little scary. Swamp shacks? I mean, I think I just buy the fair. Because any cards I gain this shuffle, I'm unlikely to see again. Fair actually does something. Stonemasoning sleighs hastens the end of the game. I think that is worth doing. It's a little risky. Opponent could somehow pass me on points, but I feel like the longer the game goes on, the worse position I'm in. They're swindling my estates or my duchies back into actions. I don't know. I love seeing 7. Okay, just a duchy. Ooh, they get the trash hovel. Wow. So we can swindle here. See what that does. Or we could stonemason the armory and spend $3. I don't think $3 does anything. $4 would be almost game winning. But let's see what Swindle does. Horse traders into another swamp shacks, please. I think a duchy is pretty reasonable here. Just maintain the lead. Ugh. Oh man, you hate hitting 2s, right? Any 2 cost you give me is great. Little do you know I can't do anything this turn. Yeah, at least you get a stonemason out of the supply so they can't be bought as many times. Specialist, stonemason. Does that win the game somehow? Together with a Swindler, maybe? No, I don't have enough... I don't... Maybe stonemasoning the Specialist? What do you give me? Specialist, I guess, right? Falconer? Okay. So I have a lead of 6 points, which means I can afford to stonemason this duchy away and still be ahead, right? So I pile out slaves and stonemasons by specializing stonemason to trash Swindler and duchy? I don't see any problem with that. There's no chance opponent can come back. I maintain a lead. I pile out. Okay. Phew. All right, that was game 2. 1-1. Hope you guys enjoyed. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for game 3.